Sigma.
Gotta get those levels right.
I'm a Sigma.
Ah.
I go out. I don't even.
Here we go.
Fu Man Swoo.
Oh, fuck, blew it. Ready?
Fu Man Swoo. I mean, Fu Man Swoo.
This time. Third time lucky. Go.
Fu Man Swoo. Fu Man Swoo. Fu Man
So your mate Ferg got you onto us,
Yeah. Yeah. And he's he's an old coast dude, eh? And works out in the Solomons. And
Oh, whoa.
he was, fuck, if you listen to Fu Man Swoo, I'm like, what? And then I was like, oh, I love podcasts. And yeah, and then it was like, oh, sick. And yeah, and then it's just been like, I mean, you guys know Parfit and quite a few of the crew, eh?
Oh, Jezza.
And yeah, like such randomness, like, yeah,
That's a cool thing, eh, about like surfing communities in little old New Zealand. There's only not even 1 degree of separation, really, eh?
nah, like, well, yeah, and the South Island even more especially, you know, like, yeah, and the West Coast crew, like, yeah, it's pretty up there community, man, like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah, it's like, but yeah, and then it's just like, oh man, I love you guys' podcast, eh?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, fuck yeah, like, nah, Fu Man Swoo to rule the world.
We'll make we'll make a living from it one day, Blair.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Millions. We'll make millions.
Well, like, you know, like, yeah, I listen to you guys and Not For Radio. Do you guys listen to Not For Radio?
No.
Ah,
That's
heard of them. What are they all about?
Jay and Dunk off The Rock.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they're skyrocketing, man. Like, they just smashed out the other day, like the biggest hits on Spotify, and it's quality. Like, it's real good, you know, and they're busting them out. Like, I think you get about 3 or 4 a week. And
I'm gonna have a look for that. Not For Radio. Cool.
Not For Radio, man. Like, yeah, it's and then, like, you know, but then you guys are like, it's like, oh, this special like core crew, and it's just like, yeah,
it's just so niche for us, eh?
Bit of an update, and I re-listened to Sam's one today.
Aussies,
like flying around, and yeah, Sam Wells, far out. That's a gnarly one, man. Like, yeah, that was cool. It's a big one too. Like, I was like, far out, you know. I'm like, yeah, we're still going. Like, this is sick. It was epic, man.
We had to cut it short too. We could have gone for like fucking hours,
6 hours
longer. It just forever. We got to do, when we do our 100th, we're going to do Wellsy on our 100th again too, because there's just so many more to go. Like,
respect to the yarn, man.
Yeah,
it was yeah.
He can spin an amazing.
You know the yarn about Nick down at
yes,
at the
I was just about to say that one. Yeah.
He's like an old bro of mine, and it's just like, oh my god, like,
yes.
like, I've played the potty to a select few of my friends. I'm like, gotta listen to this. Like, I mean, it is a grumpy old thing. When you get to know him, he's great.
It's like anyone in the water that's grumpy, right? Like, you get to know them, like, and they're sweet, but yeah, there's that localism thing. If you don't know them, yeah, you get to know someone, they're usually a GC. So yeah. Like, Nick's originally from Timaru, and you know, even in that yarn, you guys were like, Timaru was gnarly with localism. Like, he's just one of those staunch dudes, but then real funny, like, that whole yarn. Oh my gosh, like, I could see it going down. It was made headlines on Beach Grit. I like, because the thing is, it's still
that episode, especially Wellesley's and a couple of other guest ones we've had, they just slowly, the viewership just constantly increases for them, like year over year, because we don't do anything to promote them, but like they're just people just go pass it on. They're like, "Fuck, if you heard this, yeah, like these guys are gnarly." Like, it's
man.
quite funny.
Nah, proper.
Yeah,
proper.
It's cool because
it's
just like it's just chronicling the history of surfing in New Zealand, you know, in whatever shape or form it takes. It's just good to put this down in the annals of history, you know.
The anals. The anals. Of
the annals.
Full
I
anals.
was waiting for someone to pick up on that.
Right. Well, I've started recording. So, Giles, do you want to? I'm going to go get a beer. Do you want to start the intro? I really, really want to dart.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just having a dart. Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I've just had all the whitebaiters. I've got all the tired little whitebaiting people come and tell me that they're really tired.
Oh.
And yeah. So I don't know.
Joel,
I was emotional because they're like, "Oh, we're so tired." I'm like a counselor for them or something. I don't know.
Okay, go grab a beer, and I'll do a little intro for Blair.
Yeah.
Get a beer. His name's not Jace, it's Blair. Now, is your middle name Douglas?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Because for some reason I thought your last name was Douglas. What a dummy. And so, yeah. So welcome. Welcome, Blair. Welcome, Blair Douglas Hoult. I did a funny little thing for the first time that I've done. I've never done this with guests before, but I utilized AI, artificial intelligence, and I did a bit of a search on you. And let's see what AI has scraped the internet about you, about Blair Hoult. Professional background. Blair is a licensed pilot with extensive experience in the rugged remote terrain of the South Island's west coast. He has over 15 years of combined expertise as a dock wildlife ranger and aviator, specializing in the Haast World Heritage Area. Role at Knights Point Air. As a hands-on owner of this family-run operation, Blair personally flies and guides all charters. He emphasizes authentic, low-impact tourism that gives visitors a real taste of Kiwi culture, thick, rugged airstrips, wildlife spotting, and immersion in untouched landscapes. Now, I asked AI about surfing and yourself. His approach to surfing aligns with his conservation work as a former dock ranger. He flies aerial surveys for wildlife. He's equally stoked on eco-friendly surf trips that let adventurers experience the same wild coasts he surfs. No big sponsorships or viral clips that I could find, but his stories emphasise the thrill of self-reliant sessions in one of New Zealand's most dramatic seascapes. Think glassy barrels amid ancient rainforest and glacial rivers. Fun fact, his full name is Blair Douglas Hoult, and that's it. Is that a accurate bit of a wrap up there or what?
Oh, it's pretty good. Like, yeah, I'll probably just copy and paste that and put that onto my new website. Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
I'll send you the blurb.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Sort of it. But in a matter of words, yeah, why not? Yeah.
Hey, welcome, bro. And so, welcome to Fu Man Swoo. Shout out to our listeners, our viewers, our Patreon, and yeah, formally welcoming Blair, not Jace Blair Hoult, to Fu Man Swoo, bro. We've talked about you probably quite a bit on the podcast. I first found out about you probably a couple of years ago. I think just via Instagram, to be honest. I think I saw your Knights Point Air page, and I instantly started following it. I was just like, whoa, how's this guy down there flying in this fucking cool as yellow plane, getting the most wickedest views, the sickest angles, and then just organically followed you over the years, and I love what you're doing down south, bro. So cool to thanks for coming on, and cool to meet you digitally or virtually, and just keen to learn more about you and what you get up to down south and some yarns and just talk shit. This is what we do on here. We just spit some yarns and have a laugh, as you know.
So,
Sounds man.
Oh, so I was going to say, Blizzard.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so during springtime, right? So during springtime, what I do is I call the West Coast Mordor. You know, like I don't know if you're that familiar with Lord of the Rings, but you know, Mordor, like the evil sort of the evil realm of Sauron, because it's dark, stormy, and rainy, and full of orcs and golems and you name it. So I have been giving the boys on the coast absolute shit for the last couple of months since you boys have been getting absolutely hammered. And basically I send them the theme to the Lord of the Rings, like, you know, the Battle of Helm's Deep every day, just to remind them where they are. So if we think of Jolan probably lives in Gollum's cave, right? Which is, you know, like sort of in the Misty Mountains, right? Plus he looks like Gollum as well with his bald head. And is like he's way he's way older. He's way older than people think as well. Now, if we're thinking about where you live, bro. Now you live deep in Mordor. Like probably the deepest you can get in Mordor, right? Like how?
Yeah.
Old what's that old boy that lives down at the way down south? What's his name? He's got the book about him, eh?
Like Gordra, Beansprout.
Yeah, Beansprout. Yeah.
Catherine, Robert.
Yeah. But like, yeah,
hardcore.
I think, but where you guys live is hardcore, dude. It really is. Like, doesn't get more. Yeah.
Totally different. Yeah, but it's pretty good. Like, and yeah, I guess at times you do get the Mordor moments, but it's honestly like a lot of the time just like unicorns and rainbows.
I know.
Like,
yeah,
it can be freaking. You know, everyone's like, "Oh no, I'm not going to go to the coast for the weekend." Look at the weather forecast, and we'll be sitting on the deck in the sun with rainbows and just going, yeah, she's not all bad. Like, you know.
Absolutely, bro. That's why I lived there for nearly 10 years, basically, like all up. And I exactly agree. You know, like you get those amazing, even with, like you say, those shitty forecasts, and you can still just be like, what the fuck? It's like 20 degrees and just like beautifully humid and hot.
Yeah.
You know, like it's very cool.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
You know, this whiteback season, this spring has been like one to remember for being a proper spring.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been miserable. It's been wet, and there's been hail. There's been lightning. It has been a bit Mordory. But then there's been just like pockets where it just goes bam. No wind, clears up. Everything's just like amazing.
What?
And yeah, and like
bro.
I don't know. It's not that bad.
What I loved about it, what I really loved about living over there, and we built our own house over there too in the bush, right? What I loved about it was the fact that you can be so comfortably warm and like have such a cool, fun, comfortable, quiet life in one of the most inhospitable places in the world. Like you can be sitting inside and like it's fucking 100k winds, northerlies pissing down, the rain's coming in sideways. And it's such a cool thing to just sit inside with the fire on, looking out the window. It really is.
Oh,
it's really special because, like, you know, you don't get anything like that in Canterbury. You know, like thunder that actually shakes your house. Like it hits so close that I remember when Tui was born, because we moved away back to Christchurch when Tui was 2, and we had a thunderstorm at home that was literally on top of the house, and she got so scared because she thought the house was going to come off, like fucking run away. So I remember her saying to me, the house is running away because it was going boom, like, and that's just, it's so fucking cool, like to live.
It's powerful, man. It can be very powerful, like
especially where you are.
You are like, at times at the mercy of the nature god, you know, like and yeah, like it can be scary, and yeah, sometimes you kind of become a bit accustomed to it. You're like, oh, you know, it's not too bad, but it's exciting, and yeah, you know, like you do. I mean, we all become weather gurus down here in a way, like, but no, like it can throw sideballs at you, and yeah, like we've had floods recently, which you know, they can be intimidating. Like all you have to do is look on, I don't know, a reel of like gnarly as hell floods, and you're like, oh my god, you know, that's yeah. But yeah, the river comes up and the river goes down, and you're just living on the edge. And,
Wait,
yeah,
on that, bro, was it this year? Was it earlier this year when your river really close to you started eating away at the road? When was that?
that was a year ago, literally.
That was a year ago. Was it last spring, probably?
It was at the 3rd of November last year. We had a monster big flood, man. And yeah, that was gnarly. I stayed awake all night with it, pretty much. It was, you know, just watching what the river was doing. And yeah, like I've got a little back creek, like I'm all off power here. So we're, you know, we make our own power. And
awesome.
Round the back, I've got off the grid. Sorry. Yeah. So we've got a generator, and round the back of that, I've got like this little creek, and that's my little indicator. So I'm like through the night running out there, watching the creek, and if it starts backing up, well, then I know we're in trouble, you know. And yeah, that was a classic. You know, that day, the river had come right up. She was a, you know, atmospheric river, and yeah, the river was real up, and then it was coming into nighttime, and I was like, man, the forecast was for more massive rain. So, you know, we sandbagged and we got the freezer up and everything, and me and my missus were driving around. And it's like, you know, babe, we're going to be okay. Look at these ancient trees. We've got 800-year-old trees here. And they've stood here for, you know, 800, maybe who knows how old they are. They're huge. And, you know, the river's never taken them. So they've been there forever. Next morning, wake up. Nah. Like some of those big old bloody, you know, massive weapons had all fallen in. Wow. And it was just destruction.
Wow.
And yeah, and you're like, whoa, okay. And thankfully our house was okay. We were fine. And yeah, that morning the All Blacks were playing Ireland. So I was like, oh, you know, I got up at daylight and had a squaz, and I'm like, oh, we've kind of made it. We're okay. And only to find out that, yeah, no, we'd lost 300 meters of road access into the property. And yeah, so that was like, oh, well, there goes, you know, the savings.
Oh, yeah, so it's your own road that you have to maintain. It's not a council road or anything. You have to maintain your own access.
Yeah, we've got a sort of agreement with DOC. So we have access to our properties.
Yeah.
Because we're in the middle of World Heritage land.
Yeah.
So we have access to our properties, but we maintain the access in public as well. It's called an easement.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and she was not easy,
dude. That was I was watching your live feed, or not your live feeds, but your stories on Instagram and your posts, and I was just like freaking out for you, just like, holy shit. was thinking, like, is that your road to your house that was washed away? And it was, That was so scary, man.
Yeah.
That river looked gnarly.
Big chunk of road, man. Like, yeah, that was pretty major problem. And we're isolated for about three weeks.
Shit.
Yeah, and then real bit of a nightmare, you know, like council, when it's all a drama, they're all like, "Don't worry, we'll be there for you. It's all good." And we're like, you know, sweet. And then we've got a couple of old people here, and they really, you know, they were just sucking, like they believe that, you know. And then sure enough, a week and a half after the excitement, they really just kicked us to the curb and didn't want to know about it. And
what?
Yeah, so then, you know, and you're like, well, why the hell do we pay rates? Like,
yeah,
dude,
because we get nothing. No. And so and then, but thankfully, like they just put us back over to Doc, and then Doc sort of, you know, we managed to, and I mean, council had quotes of over $100,000 to fix the road, and like down here, that's not how you do shit. Yeah. You know, like, and they didn't even, you know, they just pulled a number out of the hat and we're like, go back and sharpen your pencil.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, somehow we've magically worked out that we could save 50,000. Like, well, that's still ridiculous. Like, we can build a road. We've been building roads down here for years.
Yeah, that's right.
And then, you know, long story short, we got a local contractor, and he did a solid for us, and you know, all community. And but man, we blanked it out, man. Like, we got that road done for 30,000.
Amazing.
Which was like fair bit of road. Like, and we just used our own machines, and then he had the big gear.
Yeah.
But nah, like, it was a journey, man. Like, yeah. I don't want to have too many more of those journeys. Like,
no.
But you do learn a lot through those times, you know, like, and yeah, it's interesting.
Bro, how did you end up down in the deep southern wilderness of Westland, the deep southwestland? How did you end up down there, bro?
Just random, bro. Like, I was a snowboard bum over in Wanaka. Always a hard out surfer, love surfing. And, you know, got to Wanaka and went off, you know, chasing waves in the weekend as well.
Yeah.
And and then it was like, West Coast, man, it's wicked. And then over time we started to learn like more of the secrets, and it was like, oh, there's some epic waves here, like, you know, and like perfect, like the dream, man. And so we started, me and my mate Hui started searching and looking at maps, and he was old schooler than me, and we started working out where these spots were. But while we were doing that, we were finding spots as well.
Yeah.
And I became sort of like, you know, I'm like, holy hell, like, you know, you'd work all week and then we'd shoot over to the coast from Wanaka for the weekend. And, you know, like, if it was a good forecast, man, we were getting like beautiful waves. And like out of what you draw in your school book, you know, you're like, that's the dream. Just me and my mate, like, camped on a beach, waves. You know, there's freaking dolphins, there's penguins.
Amazing. Oh, mate, that is the dream. That's such the dream, eh? Like, fucking and you would have you and your mate would have just been surfing by yourselves pretty much the whole time, or maybe every now and then you'd see people out.
Yeah, it was scary. You know, like, in a way, like, you know, you go down to the pub and there's big photos of big scary sharks. Like, you know, there was a huge great white caught off the island out here, and you know, it's like, it feels quite ominous and sharky as Mordor did.
Mount Doom.
Yeah, and then, but then once you kind of get to know the place, it's like, oh, it's not that scary. Like,
oh my god! But if like on those days where you've got those all day offies, right, and it's real, because the thing about the sun, like it's the sky on the west coast when you get those big all day easterly offshores, right? It feels like an oil painting. It doesn't really feel like that on the east coast. Like I don't know how to describe it, but everything just feels kind of dreamy. Like in a way when you get those perfect bluebird days. It happens in winter a lot as well, where you just get those days on end of just bluebird days with those easterly offshores. And I know what you mean, bro, because it just feels like a bit of a dream. Like it feels like the world's best playground, right? Like the world's best natural playground. That's how I
An old timer told me, like, it feels like you're living in a postcard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's it, or a painting, you know, like it feels like, it can be so, very surreal and magical, and that's why I've stayed here. Like I just love that, you know, like.
Yeah, how long you been down there for now? Because you've been like,
I'm almost 20 years down here.
Wow, dude.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. And no, well, I mean, I'd still say best decision I ever made. It's been, I've had some ups and downs, man. Like, hasn't been all roses, but like, I don't know. I really, when I was living in Wanaka and stuff, you know, there wasn't that. I don't know. I was just sort of like, cruising, and then moved to the, and things got way more full on. And then but then like the place just gave back, and just like became home. You know, like and like I mean, we talk about it, like it gets under your skin, and like. I mean, I go away from here. I'm like a hermit these days. I'm just like, someone's like, oh, you know, come over here. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go.
Dude, I know exactly what you mean. Like, even just living up here in Greymouth, I'm the same. Like, people are like, oh, you should, like Hodjo, my co-host right here is like, come over. And I'm just like, I'm good, eh? Just want to stay here and enjoy the coast on the weekend, you know?
Just hermit up, hey? Like,
I love hermiting, bro. I love being a hermit crab. It's one of the best things.
It is hard to leave, eh? It's hard to, it's such a comfy, cozy fucking place. Like, when you've got your living situation sorted, like you're happy with your house, you're happy with your job over there, it's just, you know, it's mint. You know what I mean? I reckon... Yeah, you can't really beat it. And then if we're talking about waves, like fuck, I can count. I've lost count of the amount of sessions, even at Blaketown, Blizzard, where I've just pulled up. It's absolutely cooking, and there's not a soul in sight. And I'm texting the boys like, "Can someone come down? I've got to go surf this by myself. Like this is fucked."
Oh, yeah. There are literally a lot of days where you're like, the surf is fucking pumping. And, you know, I'm jumping on the phone like, who's up? Anyone around? Like, it's going off. And it's like, And then you got to go like solo lord, you know? And,
dude,
I mean,
it's probably one of the hardest. Sorry to jump in there, mate. I just overrode you there, but that must be one of the toughest things for you down there is just so many solo surfs, eh? Like you just be like, fuck, you just be looking around. It'll be 3 to 4 foot, absolutely cooking. And you're just like, can someone just acknowledge that I'm just living in a dream right now? Please, someone walk down this beach or someone come down this fucking 3-hour track to see what I'm dealing with right now because this is fucked.
I can't even imagine it.
Andy, you know, and then it's got to be, you know, it gets like where it's got to be really pumping before you surf by yourself so much, you know, like it takes more motivation.
Yeah.
and
yeah, it would.
like,
Yeah,
really pumping. But nah, man, like, luckily I got a few epic dude mates, you know, like, and my missus, she's real mean when she's here, happy to come, you know, and but yeah, it can be a problem, like, where like the surf's pumping, but I'm looking at solos, like, I really rather, you know, it's so much better surfing with friends, like, you know, I love it. And
question for you, my bro. So did you grow up in Wanaka?
Nah, I'm from Waikato. Yeah. Grew up on a
True.
farm.
Waikato draft, mate. Look out.
Yeah.
My bro.
Yeah, my bro.
My bro.
Are you from up there?
That's where my Māori side's from, is up the Waikato, up Tikawiti, bro. Yeah.
Tikawiti. Oh, yeah, right. I'm from Tofoti, which is pretty cool. Yeah, nah. Like, yeah. Grew up on a farm up there, and yeah, I grew up pretty, like, just down the road from the marae, and you know, we had a real mean-ass relationship. Dad would always be dropping off sheep at the tangis, and
that's cool.
You know, rugby club and all that, and it was all good.
Yeah.
And
cool.
Yeah.
Different world up there. Yeah. It's different world up there, Blazer.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, I just grew up, I don't know.
It was just part of life, right?
Jumped on
school.
Yeah. We had, like, there was a full-on Māori school, Ngāti Hawa, and they were, like, only hard-out Māori there. And then our school was, like, really diverse and mixed up. And, like, my best mate when I grew up was this Māori kid, Lofty. And, like, him and me, like, were just, like, Mum and Dad called us Ebony and Ivory. You know, like, we were just best mates. And we'd have arguments, you know. I'd be like, nah, let's go and stay at your house, you know. Because I loved, like, their house was really, like, you know, Māori style. And there was always food there, and, like, there was never, like, you're always welcome, just come on in, you know. And then Lofty, I'd be like, you know, Mum, can Lofty stay tonight, you know? And she'd be like, well, I'll have to make another bed, or, you know, like, you know, we're more Englishy. And, you know, but he loved our house because he's like, oh, your mum will do all my washing. And, like, he loved being in a nice cozy bed, like clean sheets and all that. And but I'd be like the same, like, nah, I love it over at your guys' place because, like, it was just crack up, you know, like everyone would be sitting around, like, there would always be laughter, and you never felt out of place. They always made me feel real at ease, you know, and, like, and then, yeah, I think for me, like, that, like, Māori people can make you feel really at ease, or any culture can. But, you know, like, yeah, there are times where I've seen or felt that with, like, European people, it's a bit more judgy or something, and I don't know how do you explain it, but that beautiful thing.
Different, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Question around Waikato. So did you learn to surf up there, or when did you move to Wanaka?
Yeah, bro. No, I grew up surfing, like, Rags and Coromandel.
Oh, sweet.
Cool. We were lucky. We had a batch up the Coro, and so yeah, Hot Water Beach and Whangapā.
Yes.
Yeah, sick as, man. And then out to Ragtown. Like, back then, we used to surf outsides, which was sick. Surfed indies a lot. That was sort of our posse. And yeah, it was sort of like, yeah, we'd charge the ledge, but the ledge was always pretty hard to, you know, like DK, AK, like, all the boys were, you know, you'd be like, well, they're going to get that. So we'll, man.
They held it down out at the ledge there. They're just pretty hard out.
Yeah. You're like a scruffy kid from the country to come out there and try and snake one of them off them. Like, you know, but it was all good. Like,
Miles Ratimer, man, he was epic out there.
Yeah, I remember.
Miles,
yeah,
him out at outside quite a bit, and
yeah,
it was sick.
Wonder where he is these days, old Miles Ratimer. I remember watching that guy.
He's up far north, and he's got a little cafe.
Oh, sick.
Got a hot missus, and
mean.
He's crushing it, man.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you?
Up by, I think.
Did you see any famous? Because that was way back in the day. Any famous Raglan localism back in those days?
Oh, not too bad. Like, I don't know. It wasn't too bad. I've seen one car get covered in rocks and wax all over the. Yeah, that was pretty decent. To be like, I never really noticed too much. Like, it was more like if you went out to Ruapuki.
Yeah.
That's like when Rags is too small, you'd go out to Rua's and, bro, like, yeah, there's some pretty huri-huras out there, like, and that'd just be like gnarly, Māori rastas, like, just charging around on motorbikes, and yeah, we got pretty scared, like warriors, man. Like, yeah, one time, like, we didn't even do anything, but one of them fell off the his motorbike, coming down like this little track, and like they just had to take revenge on. We were grommets, bro. We're like just had our license, and they started smashing our car. And we're just like, fuck this! Like, trying to get out of there. Drove over his motorbike. We're like, fuck. Yeah. No, that was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty heavy. Yeah.
That, are you? Because is that the spot? Is that the spot where you head further around the headlands at Raglan, and that's like the full Māori land where like you have to like get access, and it's real off the beaten track. I've heard stories about that place.
It's a public road, and there's access to the. I don't really know all the ins and outs. Yeah, like it's kind of just farmland, and heaps of people go out there and fish and stuff. But yeah, there's some rogue warriors that like dwell,
Some bros, bros just lurking, waiting for the next palangi to fucking have a go.
Yeah.
Stay away from my crops, boys. Stay away from my crops, boys.
That was probably the main one. Get away from my crops, boy.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Probably not totally there, with reality. Like,
nah, man.
Who knows? Like, because there was that shooting out there, like, what was it? A year or two ago? Like, some tourists and some crazy dude just like, shabam.
Oh, did they get killed or something,
And it was like, well, yeah, I remember out there, it was pretty. If you camped out there, it was quite spooky. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely believed, when that headline came out, you're like, yeah. It's
pretty full on.
Gnarly.
There's so many little pockets of the North Island like that, I reckon, that are just so off the beaten track, with the bros just still really, like it's still the bros domain. Like you think of the Utaweras, or like pockets in the far north, or even where that fucking knob Tom Phillips got done recently. Even out there, it's it's still real, like stepping back in time, real isolated, like proper,
And in a lot of ways, those people are pretty happy out there. They don't give a fuck.
They just want to be left alone,
And don't want to see no white honky boys coming out there with the surfboards. Like,
Well, there was one. I don't know where it was. It was in Northland a few years ago, or it might have been Northland, or maybe Waikato. But some guys rocked up at a surf break, and I think they're on a jet ski. They jet skied to the surf break, and the bros shot at them from the cliffs. They ended up in the news.
Yeah,
like they fucking.
I think that's Albatross. Sort of round from Kafia. There's like don't want to dwell or don't want to give any secrets away, but there is a secret raglan. They defend it well. Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, no, mate. We're all about being sensitive with surf spots on this podcast. Mostly, Hodge?
Mostly, we've fucked up Serpentine enough in this podcast to give it away.
Yeah.
Like Serpentine's like,
Serpentine.
Serpentine's like my favorite.
Yeah.
I reckon Jai said something.
What is that? 6 for the South Wind.
Yeah. No, like Jai said something really good. Serpentine is one of my favorite waves in the world, but it's probably one of the hardest waves in the world to actually get good. And to actually get it good, you need to know your shit. And even then, you might not get it because it's entirely banks dependent.
It's like a lot of spots on the coast, though, right? It's we haven't really got a raglan down here that's always consistent. Maybe places like, I guess, like the point, like Blaketown and Cobden, if there's a sandbank, you could get like a 4 to 6 month bank that'll stick around, and you can probably bank on, hey, this tide, this size, we're going to score. But, we don't have a wave. Well, there probably is a few down south, potentially, Blair, that you probably can bank on. But I love that about the coast, is that it's very sand dependent, and especially where you are, a lot of the rivers are dependent on sand and floods, and then obviously the swell direction, and there's so many little factors which just makes it so much more rewarding when you score, eh?
It's all in day, and then you guys know, like, if you know your zone, you get like the wisdom, knowledge,
you get the feeling,
and then it's like and you just got to go with it's here or it's there, and then when you find the spot that, like a river bar that's starting to cock, and and then like, well, that's like going to need about that much swell and about this right tide, and we don't need a high river, and we put all the ingredients together and away we go. Like, let's hope. And
I love? Sorry to interrupt. Do you know what I love fantasizing about is, like, because the other day we had a power outage here, and the power went out, internet went out. Well, obviously not on your phone if you're going to the ether up in the satellites and stuff. But I just had a fantasy that day of, like, fuck, it'd be so cool if the internet just died for like a week. Like, can you imagine how many people would lose their fucking minds? And I personally would just be like, oh yes, God, thank God, I could just breathe and be a normal human. And I won't have to check the chart. I'll just go and drive and see the ocean and see what it's doing. Like, how good was it back in the day when you were grommy and you would literally just wake up in the morning, you'd flick your finger, oh yeah, it's offie. Okay, straight to the beach. I don't even know how big it is. I can hear the ocean. Like, how good was those days where you didn't check anything, eh?
So epic, man. Yeah, for sure, eh? And then, like, the old newspaper, you'd be looking at the sport on the newspaper.
I used to
teletext. We used to do teletext.
Yeah,
marine.
Teletext marine.
Yes.
Yep. I used to ring the surf report line. That was like $1 a minute, and my fucking like, this was in '99, and there was a Kaikoura one that every summer the Kaikoura one would run. It was $1 a minute because that's in '99 we lived in Kaikoura, and one school holidays, it was like a January or whatever, and I was so addicted to I could bike to my mate's place, and then his mum would drive us to Meatworks or to Mix Bay, which was on the peninsula there, and we'd just stay there all day and fucking surf. And I'd ring it every morning, and then if it was shit in the morning, I'd ring it at lunchtime, and then Mum got the phone bill. It was like $450. she made me like do that many chores to work it off. It was insane, eh? Like, I'd get home from school and I'd just be like mowing the lawns, chopping hedges, cutting wood, fucking have blisters by the end of the night. Like,
Oh man, I'll tell you a quick story. I think I've told this story before on the pod, but I'll tell it again. Like when I was living in Gizzy in the mid to late 90s,
60s.
they'd have it was
60s. It was
sorry, the 60s. I'm that old. Nah. But there was a local there was a local surf shop called Blitz Surf Shop, and they would do an online on the phone. So you'd ring up their number and they'd give you the morning surf conditions. So like someone would literally drive, like someone from the surf shop would drive, do the dawn patrol, check all the spots, and then by like 7 a.m. or 7:30, he would upload it, and it was the same guy. It was the owner from the Blitz surf shop, and he'd be like, "Okay, guys, so morning report for Gisborne.
Why is it American?
Is one." Oh yeah, sorry.
It's weird. What the fuck?
I did it again.
Why is it American?
Hang on, let me try again.
Hey, bros,
Sorry.
it's fucking Miles Rajma here, bro.
Easy. I rang the Blitz. Yeah, man. Yeah, for
Remember
sure.
the Blitz surf report?
Yeah.
It used to be so soul destroyed because like you bring it on the weekend, like Saturday morning, and then you'd be like, "Fuck, I wonder if there's any swell," and then he'd be like, "I can't. What's a Kiwi accent? Oh, I'm just doing it right now. Oh, it's 1 foot at the main beach.
I'm telling you,
and it's
Blizzard.
1 to 1.5 feet at Wainui," and then you just be like, "No,
That's $1 down the drain. That's $1 down the drain."
Yeah. So frustrating.
Oh fuck!
That was the start of it, wasn't it?
Back in the day when we were grommets, we had like this mate that was quite like his family were quite wealthy, and we used to take the piss out of it a bit. And we found like this, I don't know, sex line. So we went round to his house and rang up the sex line, and like my mate Greg, we call him Grievous bodily harm, and he like
That's a good nickname.
Off the hook. He left the phone off the hook. And then, like, I don't know, about 2 weeks later, Campbell Shambles comes to school and he's like, "Fuck you, cunts." And we're like, "What?" And like, yeah, it was like a $500 bill for this, like,
For some old.
It was fucking
Wait,
terrible.
shout out to Grievous and Campbell's Shambles. There's some good lads right there.
We need to step up our
No,
nicknames. That's those nicknames are fucking off the charts, please.
I don't know. There's some pretty good ones in Greymouth. Fuck.
The classics. Yeah. Back in the grind, I say, but fuck, could you? Yeah.
I missed that shit. Yeah, I think we as a society peaked it at 1999, 2000 and 1999. You had internet access, right? But it was just like you had to go to the internet. It was on some shitty little PC in the corner of the house that took 5 minutes to boot up. And you'd be fucking scrolling on there, you know, and then there was enough internet for everyone. And then, you know, do you remember prank calling girls and shit? Fuck, that was funny. We used to have sleepovers and stuff, and we'd prank call the girls, the houses that we liked. We were like, "Is Alfie there?"
Wait, I got to tell you a story about being drunk one time in 1995.
So you're about
with
40.
Jamie. Fuck you. And I had my mate Jamie Gaskell round. Shout out Gaskell. And I think it was the first time we actually got drunk. And there was a chick down the road.
You kissed.
I won't name her name, but Isaac knows exactly who she is. Shout out Isaac. And I was drunk, so I had the courage to ring her up. So I rang her up on the landline. It was like 9 o'clock on a fucking Friday. I was like, hey, what are you up to? And she's like, "Oh, nothing." I was just like, "Oh, do you want to, Jamie's in the background going, yeah, good work. Yeah, go. Yeah. "Oh, do you want to, I don't know, maybe like go down the beach and hang out?" And she's like, "No, Joel, and I've got a boyfriend." Hung up on me. And I was like, "Oh, fuck." And then the worst thing was the next week at school, I rock up on Monday and just not even thinking about it. And her boyfriend was like 2 years older than us. And he was like 6'2", had a full beard and shit. And then like everyone was like looking at me like, "Oh," and I was like, "What?" And they're like, oh, I'd hate to be you right now. I was like, what's going on? He's like, they're like, Scott's going to get you, man. Scott's going to get you at interval. And then literally I was like walking down one of the hallways at Grey High, and this big cunt Scott's fucking looked at me. He's like, were you fucking ringing my missus on the weekend? I was like, oh, nah. And he just goes, slap around the head. Like, just fucking, just bitch slapped me. Didn't even punch me. Just went, poof. And I was just like, oh, sorry. And I just walked off. Just cried in the toilet or something.
Your piss fringe went flying, eh? Your whole piss.
Yeah, man. My piss fringe just went, whoosh.
Your 90s piss.
Your
90s piss fringe.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was so embarrassing.
No. But at school, like, yeah, I had a time this fella wanted to beat me up at school, eh? And, like, I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm not a violent person, eh? And, I'd actually been, like, what's it called when they thought it was me that had done something? And
mistaken identity.
Mistaken identity. Yeah. I'm, like, cruising around school. I used to, like, get on with everyone at school, real mellow. And then next second, like, all the rugby head big dudes are just, like, looking at me hard. And, yeah, I'm like, what's up with you guys, man? Like, and then, yeah, this dude wanted to step me out, and I'm just like, bro, like, you've got the wrong guy. And there was, like, I used to have a big afro, kind of weird hairdo at school. And, but there was this other dude that was way more mischief than me, and it was him. He'd like broken a window at one of their houses or something. I'm like, I don't want to get beat, and I don't want to get beaten up. You know,
that's a terrifying feeling, though, isn't it? Like, I had it happen to me. Oh man, I had it happen to me in intermediate. Same scenario, where everyone was like, oh, and I was like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, there's just like a crowd of people around you, and you're like, why is it? And then, like, I just thought, oh, cool, there's a fight. I was getting excited too, and then everyone started looking at me, and I was like, oh no, am I the one who's getting beaten up? Oh, fuck.
Really? Yeah. Dude, no.
Not me.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, nah, and do you know what? That one, this one that I'm talking about. Yeah. This one that I'm talking about is at intermediate. The local bully at the school, he found out that I was learning karate, and then so he wanted to test out my karate skills, and I was like, dude, I was just like, it's just self-defense, and he's like, oh, what if I attack you then? What's going to happen now? You have to defend yourself. I was like, oh yeah, I suppose I'm going to have to. And then he did the old someone crouched behind me. Yeah. Someone did the old, someone crouched behind me, and he did the old push, and so I just fell back over the person and like cracked my head on the concrete, and that was it. See ya.
Fucking hell. Hey,
yeah, like that last podcast, you were like, you're surfing every day mission, eh?
Yeah, I did that for 60 days. Did 60 days in the middle of winter. That was mint. And we had real good banks out the front of my house. So, yeah, it was awesome. I had such a good time doing it. And it helped my surfing massively, especially my stand-up surfing. You know, it really helped me a lot. So I'm so glad I did it. I'm going to do another one just when the water warms up. So, you know, middle of winter, it was literally all layers of rubber. It just gets a bit tedious. So, yeah. And like December
just
or something.
Work out getting in your wetty.
Yeah,
like,
mental health
motivation.
Mental health wise, it was the best thing I've done for myself in a very long time, like years. You know.
Yeah, solid, man. Yeah, solid. Yeah, mental health is important. It's
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's key, man. Far out. It's been ups and downs with the whitebait season here. Like, there's always drama, you know.
Yeah,
and
it's worse than surfing, eh? The politics and whitebaiting is worse than fucking surfing, isn't it? Right.
Yeah, it can get quite thick, eh? And like, you know, people, I don't know, they can bring over their attitude. Like, we live in quite a nice valley here. And and all of a sudden, like, there's kind of like this weird change of attitude and vibe. And yeah, for me, like, I kind of lost myself. I was like, what the hell? And yeah, I mean, it was right around the time when there was a really big catch as well. And I don't know. I was like, and then everyone on the river got real, like, there was so much fish. And it's meant to be the best thing ever, but it just made everyone real greedy and angry.
Greed. I was just about to say, greed is what is such an evil thing.
You're like in
the worst thing.
You're in the whitebait world, so like literally you're in like the epicenter of whitebaiting in New Zealand. Basically, like everybody knows the best whitebaiting. The best
whole
whitebaiting
country,
in New Zealand knows
the best whitebait.
Yeah, but
Southwest.
Yeah, it's pretty
pretty
good shit.
I think the fact that
man,
there's two sides to it, right? With whitebait, the fact that you can make good money from whitebait without having to have a permit, a license, to actually sell it, right? Like a quota is a good thing, because then it opens it up. It opens it up to everyone, right? But then, because the quota system's bullshit, because fucking only basically people with money can buy a quota to be able to sell the fish.
Yeah.
Right? But then on the other hand, it's like this unregulated commercial system that can actually, some people can take the fucking absolute piss out of. And
totally
what is actually a traditional food turned into this whole commercial thing where people are taking way more whitebait than what's fucking necessary for like to fill your freezer up for 6 months. Do you know what I mean? Like the way that whitebait was sustainable for so many centuries was because people only took enough for a feed or to like, store away. But like now,
what's a barter? Like barter. Even the traditional Māori used to barter, whitebait for whatever.
Whitebait greases the wheels if you need, like, I've got a windscreen that needs to get fixed.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey man, if I flow you a kilo of whitebait, will you could you get that done by, if I dropped it off at 8:30?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'd kill for a kilo of whitebait. Oh god, like it's
I'll hook you up. I've got some, and I just give mine. Mostly, I give mine away.
That's the
whitebait.
That it makes the world
whitebait
go
and weed, Whitebait and weed are the two best wheel greasers you've got, in New Zealand, I reckon.
Yeah, like,
fucking, here's an ounce, and here's 2 pound of whitebait sorted.
So
Let's
cool.
make this happen.
So cool.
Yeah. And like, if I get some crayfish, I love giving away crayfish, and same deal. Like, just makes the world happy.
Yeah. Bro.
Sorry, so I missed that. I missed that chat. So you whitebait off your river pretty good, quite a bit there, Blairsy.
Oh yeah, we don't want to give it any secrets away down here.
No, don't mention the river, but you do whitebait off it, and you go all right. You go all right.
Yeah. I used to commercial, like I used to do it. Had a stand and the whole works.
And like the resource consent for a stand. And all that. Yeah.
But yeah, to be fair, it was like I did love it, but then these days I'm not so much. I didn't like the person that it turned me into, and and for a few other reasons, but like
this is a good segue.
Yeah, these days, like, I like to, if you've got a wedding, a funeral, anything, like someone's having a party, you just whitebait, dude. You rock up and people stoked ass, and you're just like, sick. Make up whole bunch of whitebait patties. Like everyone's like, it's nice,
Okay, let's talk about your perfect whitebait recipe. You're going to make it at home for you and the missus. What are you doing? For one, let's just say 2 pound of bait. No, for 2 people, probably just 1 pound of bait's enough. But say if you're making a feed for 2 pound, what are you doing? What are you adding? What's your recipe? Go.
me, I make burgers, like burger patties. Yeah, like they've got to be
big fatty
patties,
proper motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And yeah, like there's no great secret, man. Like it's just for that it would be like 2 eggs, the right amount of salt, the right amount of pepper, butter in the pan, and it's like cooking a pancake. Get your pan to the right heat where the butter's going to go golden, and slam in your patty, and sizzle it right, and then flip it, sizzle it right. Then normally with the butter I'll just hit it with a bit of lemon. Like as once I've flipped it, I'll just hit it with lemon and let the butter and lemon sort of go all yummy.
Gotcha. Because I usually put lemon on at the end, so that's a good little tip.
Yeah,
okay,
but
so lemon while it's cooking.
Yeah, but yours has to mask the fucking raw surge.
Don't start about greymouth bait, mate. Don't you fucking start that slander.
Taste of fucking
Don't you
raw
start that
surge
slander on the mighty Grey River,
Compton
mate.
shit pot.
Mighty Grey. Nothing wrong with Grey, mate. There's nothing wrong with
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
There's been a stigma. There's been a stigma on grey bait for many a fucking decade. Leave us alone, you wanker.
I didn't know there was a stigma.
There is, bro. There's a stigma.
No, I've seen him. I've seen him scooping in the Grey River, and there's like a nappy floating by.
Oh, that's gross. That is gross. Yeah.
No, I won't lie. I have seen turds float down the Grey River. I have seen turds. Actual turds.
Oh, bro. Yeah. Oh, man.
Southwest, mate. Nothing beats Southwest, mate.
I don't know. How does greymouth surge work? Does it all just pump out?
It's all been treated. It's all been treated now. Yeah, it's all been treated now. But
no.
Okay, so let's go back. We railroaded you there. So big patty, flip it over, add lemon into the pan, which is a new little technique. I haven't done that. So add lemon into the pan on the turn. So on the turn, is it? On the flip.
As you flip it, yeah, flip it, and then then you've got golden. And then, just hit it with some lemon, and then the buttery, lemony yumminess sort of like marinades a little bit in the pan, and slapping on a bit of bread and
what do you do, bro? Are you white death? Are you white deathing that shit? Just good old fashioned fucking toast?
Not
toast, fucking thickness,
fresh
or sandwich.
White bread, but like half the time I don't even need bread. Like I just like to eat it, pure without bread.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. Like I love cheeseburgers, from Macca's, but a white bait patty, I'm just like, nah. It's the one thing that beats the cheeseburger. Like it's just like when you eat it, you just like nom 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 nom.
It really is.
Like it's so
it's stupidly good, dude. I had a feed.
I
had a feed of them at my boss's house, a few months ago, and her husband was just cooking up it's from proper Southland caught whitebait, and he was just cooking up this massive. I ate so much whitebait by itself that I could barely fucking walk in the night because I was like, I don't get enough. I don't go white baiting. I just never took to it.
It would have made your hair go like a little more shiny and.
Oh mate,
nah, it's good for you.
All that fucking omega. Now, what I meant by the toast thing, I meant by the thickness of the bread. Do you have toast or do you go sandwich? What's the thickness of the bread?
I'd go toast.
I go toast too. Yeah.
Hey, so Blairs, that was a good segue too, because you mentioned earlier. So you in your earlier years on the coast, deep in the Mordor realms of Southwestland,
the valleys,
in the valleys of Mordor, you did a bit of commercial whitebaiting. So what I'm interested in is how did we arrive at Knight's Point Air? because you like
me too.
grew up in on the Turbro town, Wanaka, exclusive Wanaka. You know what I mean? It was okay, and then we ended up on the coast. You really found yourself. You built your house there. Like, so how did we arrive at Knights Point here?
Oh yeah, bit of a David Longy.
Oh, give us a David Longy, mate.
Go for it. We love the longies.
Yeah, give us a Longy.
Yeah,
a David Longy.
No, well, that was just, I don't know.
If you want to have a dart inside too, if you want to have a dart inside while you're talking, like, go for it, because that would just top off
your house,
podcast.
mate. You fucking dart her up.
You want to have a dart.
Sweet, runner. Thanks for the approval.
Because I would have a dart right now. I would have a dart right now if I could.
I probably. Yeah.
Imagine if your Mrs. Hodjo's like, is it smoke? I can smell smoke upstairs. Hodjo's darting in his little man cave.
Anyway, sorry, I cut you off there. I just can't stop thinking the darts.
Oh yeah.
So give us the give us the David Longy, mate. Give us the David Longy.
David Longy. Yeah. Well, so what happened? Wanaka
hang on. Let's start with, when did you get your pilot's license?
No, David Longy. You're cutting to the chase.
Oh shit! Sorry. Go.
Yeah, David Longy.
Yeah.
I won't make it too long. So in Wanaka, and then my dad had cancer that got quite gnarly, and he had depression as well.
Yeah,
and so in a way, long story short, with the depression, it that got quite hairy. That's why I was in Wanaka. I sort of ran away from a dad and stuff, and just it got too much, and then I had this crazy revelation. An old teacher of mine, she passed away, and literally the moment she passed away, I realized that I was angry at Dad, but Dad wasn't, I realized that Dad was just depressed, and he was actually really trying to do the best he could.
Yeah.
And Mum was like, hey.
Yeah.
And
you were young.
Away.
Yeah.
Whoa. Total gnarly, because I've just had this sort of, what's it called? A premonition or something. I've just had this total feeling that I need to forgive Dad, and this is stupid. And so then rang Dad. Where is this going? This is going to be a David Longy.
David Longy.
That's good, mate. It's good.
You wait until you start talking about Jolin's dad.
Old man down, and he was crook as hell. And I'm like, far out. And him and me did this huge road trip. We drove the West Coast, and
wow.
God's blessed us. Everywhere we went, we just scored. He flew down, and we drove from Wanaka, and it was our last journey, and and he was depressed, and so it was gnarly. Every morning at about 10 o'clock, he'd fucking really hit the wall, and that was quite hard. You'd be driving in the car, and next second he's just start going on, and you're just like, Dad, please. And then one day we cracked it. It was I don't know what happened, but he was like, you know what, he was a farmer, and when he'd go to the stockyards, that was basically his break from the farm. He'd go into Hamilton, Frankton, and that's where you'd buy and sell stock. And he's like, I used to love a bacon and egg pie and a strawberry milk. And and he told me that, and I was like, so every day when he'd bomb out, I'd be like, Dad, should we go get a bacon and egg pie and a strawberry milk? And that would bring him out, man. He'd just be like, oh, that sounds so good. It just made him happy. So we did this mission. And it would just he'd come right, and he'd just be like, "I love it, man." And next second, him and me would be sitting there having a beer. You know, by then I was in my 20s, and we'd have a beer in the evening, and you're just like back to good old chums, you know, like father and son. So Dad was a pilot as well, and so I was like a lost cause, man. You know, like I had, nice support down in Wanaka. I got on with everyone really well down there, and beautiful people, and working on a farm, and I was cooking at night, like at a Mexican restaurant. Like they like everyone looked after me, and it was really cool. But I hadn't really found my way, and then sort of Dad passed, and then I was didn't know, you know, what I was gonna do, and then like we were walking out at Raglan, and like a Fletcher, you know, it's a top dressing aircraft, and he came smoking on in at the Raglan airstrip, and I was there with my old missus, and you know, I was just looking at this plane, and I was just like, fuck, you know, and I looked at her, and I was like, I should become a pilot. And, you know, and Soph was just like, oh, you'd be good at that. And yeah, and then I went home and like had this sort of epiphany and told Mum, and Mum like was always like pretty gnarly, you know. I'd have all these harebrained ideas.
Yeah.
And that one, Mum was like, well, your grandfather was a pilot, your father was a pilot, so it makes sense. And I'm like, no way, cool. And so I got right into it, and turned out like I found Dad's old microlight. Like he was a glider pilot and instructor and everything. But he had this incredible microlight. It's called a Casboing. And like Dad was kooky and rad. And then him and his mate like put spray gear on it, and they're like, you know, we can hoon around the farm and spray stuff, and yeah, they're epic. And then CIA were like, no way, you know, but they're like, fuck off. This rogue.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then I ended up finding Dad's microlight. Like, so yeah, quite trippy story. How did that all work out? I'd been up, I was working for Doc. I'd come down, by then I was working in Haast as a dock worker, like charging around with Kiwi. Doc, yeah.
Doc.
Hey, man.
I worked for Doc. I worked for Doc for 7 years, so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, like, yeah. They're like, it's a good organisation. It's just disorganisation at times, but
that's
it was the best job in the world, man. Like, and I was running around all the mountains and just having the best time trying to find Kiwi, and I was like, "You're gonna pay me to do this? This is sick."
It really is. It's fucking awesome work. That's what keeps people coming back. Yeah, totally agree. Yeah.
Right. And yeah, so we'd been up in this place called the Warapa. Oh, I've got the name wrong. My brain's gone weird. Yeah, it'll come to me. We're working up in this kind of weird valley, and then I knew my neighbour, Barry Wyber, had a video about this place, and it was like mystical, man. Like back in the day, this old dude. Now I should be able to remember his name, but it's all gone out of my mind. So there was a legend story about like a breed or a bloodline of Scottish red deer that disappeared. Like they brought them to New Zealand, and they had, you know, they're incredible deer, and they released them, and they disappeared. And and this fella, he worked out maybe they could have disappeared into this valley, which is like sort of at the bottom of Mount Aspiring coming off the Arrowater. Oh, I feel real bad that I can't remember the name. It's just in this moment. But
Mordor, somewhere deep in Mordor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I came out of the field and it was like, far out. I should go down and grab that video that Baz has got. Like, it was made by South Coast Productions. So I'm sitting there watching this video, and it's all about this old guy. And I'm like, fuck, I think I actually know him. He was a neighbor on our, like, just up the road from our farm where I grew up. And it's like, fuck, that's random. And then randomly the phone rings. And it's Dad's best mate, Robin Hanson, who him and Dad did all the microlighting and, like, they were the best friends. And this, like, so that's random. He just rang out of the blue.
Yeah, what the hell?
And Sophie answered the phone, and yeah, and like she's like, "Oh, Blair," and I'm like, "Hey, oh, and yeah." To add to the story, because I was right into flying. Well, I'd been like, you know, running around the mountain. I had like books that I'd read in my tent when I was like trying to rest, and I'd been reading all about microlights, and then I'd found my dad was in a book.
Oh, that's so cool, yeah.
So I'm like, just like, this is so cool. And then I'm watching the video going, that's the neighbor from where I grew up. He was a hard-out hunter. And then Robin Hanson, out of the blue, rings up. And I'm like, Robin, you know, I knew him, like, well. And I'm like, fuck out. I've just been watching this film. And, why can't I remember his name? It'll come to me later. And, yeah, and I'm like, the dude's a legend. And he's just like, yeah. And then I'm like, far out. I've been, you know, reading all about the microlight. I want to start flying, you know, I want to get into my flying. And Robin's going, oh, yeah. And I'm going, oh, man, like, what microlight should I get, you know? And he's like, oh, Blair. He's like, your dad's microlight is somewhere, I think it's in Ashburton. Old, this guy, Bill Baldwin, has got it.
No way.
And he's like, ring up CAA and see if you can contact them. So I'm like, what? And he's like, what your dad's microlight was awesome. It was the best.
Yeah.
First generation, like rag and stick, like fabric wires, like straight out of Righteous Brother.
Yes.
And yeah, got a 2-stroker smoker on the back. And so yeah, I hang up the phone. I'm like, you know, by then my flatmate was here and Sophie was here. And I was like, that's a random one. And yeah, so I'm like, oh, I'll get a hold of CAA. This was like before internet, so you like had to look up the telephone book and got a hold of them. And then they gave me like this guy's phone number. So literally within basically half an hour, I'm ringing up this guy, Bill Baldwin, and he's like, Blair Hoult. And he's like, oh, yeah, I remember you. You were in your nappies when I met you. Yeah. And he's like, oh, you might be ringing about your dad's microlight. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I am actually.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm looking at it right now. And it's like, no way. And yeah, and I'm like, hey, you know, and he's like, would you like to buy it back?
There's a fucking give it to
I'm
me.
just like,
yeah, give it to me.
Give it back.
He basically did, man. I think I paid $1,500 for it.
Wow.
And that was the start of the aviation journey.
Yeah.
I went up to Hoki, rebuilt Dad's microlight with this guy, Dave Baldwin, and he taught me how to fly. And then, like David Longier.
Absolutely.
But it's cool.
It
all just
David
worked out.
Bro. A good David Longier.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, then what happened? Like, then I was like into flying. I was working with Kiwi, and like we're climbing all over the mountains, and they have these transmitters on them which tell you if they're alive or dead. But then they got way more cleverer, and they were telling us if they're alive, dead, if they were breeding, and they'd like kind of give us all this information, which was like banging. Saved a lot of walking. Yeah. But you still had to climb all the mountains. Yeah. And you'd be climbing all the mountains going, man. And then you'd sit there and you have to listen to data like beeps. So you'd sit on a hill and whack in a frequency and start listening for the output of data. And then you'd write it all down. It was really time consuming. And like at night, you'd go home or into a hut and you'd just be lying there and all you could hear was beep, 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 beep. Like, it was hectic. Not probably that good for my brain. But it was fun. And then this like legend, John Wilkes, came up with, he was like software builder dude. And he came up with that like there was a computer that could suck up all that data. And then he was like, yeah, we're going to use a plane that'll, fly over the sanctuaries where the Kiwis are and absorb all the data and tell us what the Kiwi are doing. Yeah. And like luckily for me, I was in the position, it was like, by then I was like going, I was still wanted to do my commercial. Yeah. And so I put my hand up and I was like, well, hold up. Could I possibly do that? And, could that be a niche or an avenue for me? And thankfully I had a manager, Gareth Hopkins, who was quite a cool guy. And he was like, he fucking helped me into it. And so it was quite gnarly. Managed to, do the puppetry and pull the strings and and then next second I was buying a plane and and I was using the plane to train to get my commercial license. But at the same time we were flying around saving Kiwi, getting, and it all worked out. And it all worked that's...
Wow.
It's very cool, dude.
It's crazy, man.
It was
so cool.
It's hard not to get emotional about when
the journey.
It was hard not to get emotional when you were talking about your dad as well, bro. Like me and Jolan, we've never really talked about it, but me and Jolan have both got completely fucked relationships with our fathers, and it was really cool to hear. It was really cool to hear that journey that you'd been on with your dad and where it led you. So, thanks, dude. That was cool.
Yeah, man. Like, thanks for sharing that. I just love that story and the fact that everything just fell into place for you. Like, you're a little bit wayward in your early 20s. You didn't know where you sort of wanted to head, and then
a lot of us were.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, of course we were.
Me.
So many of us. Yeah, especially definitely. Yeah. A lot of young New Zealand men have probably had similar stories where you're just like in your 20s, like, what am I doing? Some shitty job, no direction. And I'm sorry to hear that your dad passed away, bro. Yeah, and like it's just amazing how that all sort of flowed into your direction, and crazy how you were reading that book, watching that film, and your dad's mate gave you a phone call out of the blue. That's so buzzy. It's like the universe is just saying, oi, wake up. This is where you're going. this is your new life direction. Fucking go down the path, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hey, bro, I reckon it was more. It felt like when Dad passed, that I could hear him on my shoulder. Like I can still hear his voice. I can when I'm thinking about stuff, I can hear Dad. And then, funnily enough, like I could also hear my grandfather as well. For some, like I know that sounds pretty basic, but I believe that. Like it was for real, and yeah,
Typical.
and yeah, like it felt like, yeah, like they were kind of, I don't know, like they were guiding me or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, it was just
obviously being
a lot of which coincided into where I ended up, and yeah, like what a. I would have never imagined, man, when I was, 18, 19, 20, that I'd be sitting down in the Whakapaya River, and flying aircraft and around in, the sickest terrain. It's so stunning,
the
paradise on earth.
Yeah, the photos you post are just the Ngaitahu where you live. Ngaitahu call it the cradle of civilization. So the cradle of life. So they Pio Tahi, Fjordland. You basically live in Fjordland, like the very, the northern reaches of Fjordland. They call it the cradle of life because, it's like you say, it's so rugged, wild, insane, but also just so majestically. Like
Hey,
yeah, make you cry. Like looking at it, it's just
guys,
incredible.
Guys,
yeah.
Can I quickly share my screen because it's just right on topic. But that story that you posted today, Blair. Can you guys see this? Okay.
I can. I think. Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, cool.
I can push the button.
I don't know, but
yeah, I can see it.
I'm just.
Is that
you
3
can see
miles
it?
ago?
But yeah, this is the story that you posted today, Blair, and I love this pic. Is blowing my mind.
Isn't that like the veins of the earth? Like literally, like the cradle of civilization, the lifeblood of the earth. Yeah.
Yeah, like Blair said today in the chat, like that is the Earth's lungs. Like when you look at a lung, if you dissect a human's lung, all those, I don't know, they're not called capillaries, are they? Maybe capillaries, but that just looks insane, dude. I love this photo, bro. It just blows me away. It just shows you how alive the Earth is. I know it sounds cheesy, but that's fucking insane.
It's not cheesy. It's not cheesy at all. It's literally. I think Blair, like one thing. This might sound a bit whimsical and whatever, but I think the more connected to the earth you are, the more connected to the earth and the land and the water you are, the better your life, and the more, I think, the better a lot of the times things can go for you. Because I think like humans need to connect with the sand, the dirt, the water, everything, because if they don't,
elements,
I think you become less human.
Yeah.
You become less human, and then life doesn't go. I think life goes pretty shitty. Like you look at all those millionaires and celebrities and everything that have you have all the fucking money, but
they aren't happy.
I tell you what, brother, I feel like so many of them would trade places for sitting in a tube at Mordor spot number 3 on Blair Hoult's fucking dinghy any day, because that's real living. That's real life. You know what I mean? And
yeah. No, I mean, connection with, I don't know, like nature and like just it's reality, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You need to get forward. Like when's the best time to go get forward?
It's after a flood, and when Yeah, after a flood.
I don't know.
And hopefully,
I just chop trees down.
No, like they come down the river.
Yeah.
But like
exactly.
you need shelter. You need warmth. You need food. It's pretty basic. And everything else above that, is like
to be honest, Blair. Like you're living a life that I think a lot of people pine after.
They're not brave enough to do it, though.
Yeah, a lot of us are dreaming about it and fantasizing about it. But yeah, you're actually doing it down there, off the grid, living off the land. You can fish for your food. You can find your firewood to warm your hearth.
Cockles.
And warm the cockles of your heart.
Warm your cockles.
It's just, I love it, man. I love it. It's so good, bro. It's the best.
I can't see you guys in the pictures anymore. Do I close the stream?
Yeah, close that stream.
Oh,
and you'll be all good.
I was scared to push that button.
Yeah, you're all good, bro. So like with Knights Point Air, so do you do like commercial work for like farms and dock, and then do you do a bit of scenic flights as well? Like, how does it work, bro?
Stuff. Yeah. So I've got my commercial operating ticket. So I've got my commercial pilot's license, but then I'm a commercial operator.
Yeah.
So I do scenics. I'll do contracting, like if there's people want to get honed around, I'll hone them around. And, Milford's quite a good spot. I'll fly people down to Milford, saves them a lot of driving.
Yeah.
But then, cool. It's very weather. And so, I do want to get into the photography side of things and boom out more sick shit and, have a little sick studio where people drive through and they're just like, fuck yeah. And you're like, yeah, I got
a question.
Dude, like that photo. Sorry to jump in, but that photo that you put on that story that I just shared before, that photo still blows my mind. Like just the capillaries of the river. Fucks, it just blows my mind, man.
So cool, Joel.
It's so cool. They're like in South, man. There are so many, it's not hard to be a photographer out of a plane. Like, there's just stunning. It's like stunning.
I was just thinking, not for me, mate. I'd fucking cook it. I'll be flying, and then I get my phone out, and I'd be like, "Oh, how's that one?" I'd be like, "Yeah, fuck."
Joel, and
you
wouldn't be able to turn the fucking thing on.
Well, I'll open the window because the windows get reflection on them, and I'm like, one day, like, my phone's just gonna go whoop, and I'll be like, no, have to like chase it.
Hey, here's a really important question. Sorry, Hodge. One more question. Well, how good is having a ciggy while you're flying the plane? Is that a good feeling?
We're not allowed to talk about it.
Oh yeah, sorry. No. That's on the Patreon. That's on the Patreon.
That's on the Patreon. Now, one thing.
No, I will be honest with that. Like, there have been times, when you get a bit stressed with a bit of weather, and it's like, yeah, man, we're gonna roll up a durry, right? And we're gonna get through that. Yes, we're gonna. It's feeling a bit spooky right now, but we're gonna get through that.
We're good.
Hey, that's just for your mental health, man. That's just for your mental health. It's stressful up there, you know.
Yeah.
And you got a fucking 70 knot fucking southwest coming at you, eh?
Like you say, it's all the dream, but believe me, man, it can get spooky up there, and next second, like, I don't really like where I am, and this is all getting, and like the weather here, it can change, and you're like, whoa, yeah, and I've been doing it for, I don't know, 15 years now, and still get gold, man. Like, still get my ass kicked, and you're just like, man. And then you come home with your tail between your legs, and you're like, did not really enjoy that. Like there are days like today, which are like a walk in the park, but then not all the time, man. And
that's a good question.
And that's part of it, like that's like going back to the connection. Yeah, like it will own you, like the ocean, it'll own you, and you got to give it the ultimate respects. Like, that's why I wear my, wear my out here, and
the blue stuff. Got the blue stuff.
Got the Macafio. Macafio, Jade.
Got the blue stuff, Jade.
Yeah,
that's my. That's my favourite marae in the world. I don't know if you've spent much time there, bro.
Macafio, fuck yeah.
Bruce Bay marae is the best marae in the world. There's no better. No, I've stayed there 3 times, and it's just fucking magical, dude. Like,
I've stayed there once, and it's just amazing.
Like
definitely a spiritual spot, eh?
Yeah, I'm lucky to be friends with some of the the whānau that sort of look after it, and it's pretty cool, bro. It's pretty that's pretty whimsical, pretty cool. But anyway, I had a question, and I think we're approaching the 2-hour mark, so we'll wrap up soon. But
okay.
I have a story I want to jump into with Blair, but let's go, Hodge. What do you got?
How many times, or have you ever stuffed a surfboard in the back of the plane and gone, I'm going looking? And how many times, or have you ever spotted a setup from the air and I'm going to land there, and then land on the beach and get piped? Has that ever happened, or does that happen? I just have this
question.
What's that?
That happens. Like, probably more often though. Like, but I do like, like the fly in to spots like Gorge River is one of them, and Big Bay.
Yeah.
Gorge River cooks. Like,
hey, that's a secret spot. Often, people could get there real easily, eh?
Real easy. Yeah, right.
Just like 2-day walk, into the heart of water by the million. Like the sandies down there are savage, eh?
Clouds of them.
Yeah, but more often than not, it's more like I'll fly the coast and spot where the river bars are blown out.
Yeah.
And then you're like, man, that's a sick looking setup. And then, it'll be like, how are we going to access that? Like, we'll, use quad bikes or use boats, or or if I can land the plane on a gravel bed, we'll have a go at that too, And then just like, it's there, and you're just like, I'm like, it's like in Maverick, the Top Gun movie, it's like Overwatch. I'll do the coastal flights, and you're doing Overwatch, and you're like, I found like there's 2 sick banks today. I found 2 sick setup.
So cool.
Yeah, I'll send you guys that. Can be
so cool.
Like,
mate, please.
Yeah. Like, it kind of gives you that advantage because you know what might be good, and and man, like totally, like I have flown over stuff and been like, fuck, that's a massive setup. Yeah. And then it's cool. Like, you ring up the boys and it's like, operation, like, let's go. And sometimes we've got skunked, but fucking hell, like, sometimes we have scored. And it's like, what dreams are made, eh?
So sick.
Fuck yes, Blair. That's so cool.
That's the definition of core lord.
That's
nice.
It's just like you've got all the tools down there, bro, to hunt and find just the absolute misto river spots, brother. I'm so jealous, but I'm so happy for you. It's so cool.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
Okay, one more. I've got one more story that I want you to share with us, Blair, before we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, you got visitors?
Oh, my stepsister's just like hanging out. Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
nah.
So we won't keep you for much longer, bro. But I do want to talk about the viral time that you had one of the most prolific sponsored international surfers from Hawaii and his missus come to your region. How did that all come about? We're talking about Nathan Florence and Mahina Florence. What a fucking cool clip that was. It was all surprised. I knew he was coming to New Zealand, and then boom, he's hanging out with you in your fucking area. You take him down the river on the boat, go surf the little novelty, little left-hand shorey out the front, just like having the best time. Talk us through that, bro. How did that all come about?
Oh, just random, man. I don't know, like some of the Dunedin crew, he'd been down there with them, like surfing dinners, and they must have just given, I think Dan Fleming and I don't know who really gave him, my details, and so that was sick. Like next second, I was in bed one morning. And I'm like, la, 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 doing doom scroll or whatever. And then it was like, Nathan Florence started following you. And I'm like, holy shit, like. I think
what the fuck?
Simona was making like a cuppa or breakfast. And I'm like, hey, babe, like, that's crazy. Like, super alleged, like, massive. Just started following me. And she's like, oh, well, that's real cool. And then I'm like, holy shit, he's messaging me. And and I was like,
what?
And he's like, so then over quite a few days, he was like, we just kept in touch. And I was like, well, I'm not going to give you 15-foot barrels, but, I'm like, it's wicked. And if you want to come over, just come on. And then they kept dilly-dallying. I think Mahina, she had some sort of model stuff going on as well. And they were quite, hectic. And got to the point where I'm like, well, look, like the surf's going to be good on this day. And if you can make it, you can make it, whatever. And he, like, next second they rocked up. And, we actually had 2 really good days. Like, that day at home, that was sick, and then the next day we surfed another river bar, but that never saw the light of day. But fuck, he got some sweet, like, it was perfect barrels. But
I wonder why that never saw the light of day. That's random.
I think like that day, like it was really hard to get the right angle for Zord, who was filming.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, light was hectic and harsh.
Yeah,
but and it wasn't. Yeah, I mean, but I was like, it was cool, man. Like, and it was cool to hang out, and
it was like, it was like one of the most wholesome vids that he's actually posted on his channel. Just like, how's Mahina on the bug, just fucking charging on the little league. It's so fun.
Yeah. Nah, that was cool. Like, I don't know. Like, that was just like, because like there were other spots that I could have taken them to, and that's where it gets a bit hectic when you got like a high influencing
predator.
You gotta watch it.
Oh yeah, because I've got to look after all my mates, and it's like, I mean, I can't be I don't want to be a blowout dude, like, so it's like, well, the spot I took them to, it's like, I'm pretty much sure, like, I was the first one to surf it. It's kind of my spot, so I guess I can do that. And and it all worked out. So it was like, man, my boat didn't run. Like, my boat was running like a bag of shit, and I'm like, oh, mate. Yeah.
Do you reckon they had a good time, like a good experience with you, and just like enjoying a bit of that part of the coast?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I think they loved it, and yeah, I don't know, it was just like we're just regular, and it was classics, and then that evening, the Aurora went psycho. Do you guys remember when the Aurora went?
Yeah.
Yes,
So
I
that
missed
was
it.
like-
I probably slept in or something, or got
Last
too stoned
winter
or
or
something. I
something.
can't remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, that was insane, and like at the same time, because I'd invited my best mate Corey. He's got like a artificial leg. He's had a real rough life. Had like, he's only got one kidney and all this sort of stuff. So he'd come down to see me. I'm like, it's going to be so mellow. We'll just hang out. We'll go fishing. And then next second, I've got Mr. Surfer of the Year coming.
Fucking the most.
I'm like, oh,
one of the most famous surfers in the world.
Things might be a bit different here, Cos. And
Yeah, sorry, Cos.
Yeah. But that was cool as. Like, he was there for that as well, like, and so it was all real, just nice vibe. And then, Zord, the filming dude, he's rad as, man. Like, such a good cat. He was all about, he's like hard out filming photographer. And he was like, holy shit. He was on the website for Aurora Alert. And he's like, it's going to go mental. And we're like, oh, yeah, real. And then, I was like, oh, that'll probably happen at like 4 o'clock in the morning or something. So we all hung out and had a few beers. And then next second, it went shaboom. Like, it was like, nah, it's happening. Yeah. Oh, and then Nathan nearly got paid. So he had like, because he doesn't drink much, but he had a few beers with us. And then like there was a funeral down at Haas, and he got pulled up. Next thing, and he's ringing me up, going, Blair, I'm pulled up by the cops, man.
Oh no!
I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna get Nathan Florence DIC. Like, yeah.
So what happened? Did the cops let him off, or what?
Yeah. Let him off.
Yeah. That's the story. Crazy. Honjo, do you know what happened to Zord? Because like it feels like he hasn't been in any of Nathan's vids for ages.
I saw an update. He got a new job with skydiving or something like that. Like he got an opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. So
right.
Saw it on one of his latest vids. I'll put the Jolin, make sure you put the link to that video with Nathan and Blairs in this podcast description, so everybody can find it as well.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, good reminder. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
Sick.
good, bro.
Oh,
yeah, we're gonna.
That's cool.
And we just did a film with Yeti.
Oh well.
They make chili bins and
yeah.
So it took Jeremy Jones, like the sick as old school snowboard rad legend, like Jones snowboards.
I think so.
A kook with snowboarding. I don't know. Fuck all.
He's massive. We had Victor Davies and Victor and Wheezy Davies, who's like just one scare of the fucking universe or some shit. But yeah, we just did a film with them, man, and did another flying. So that's going to come out soon, which is going to be
awesome.
Epic. Like my bro, Finlay Woods, he makes sick as surf films, and yeah, he just keeps like, hey, let's do another mission. Have you seen our one, Rourke?
No.
Rourke.
Yeah.
R-O-A-R-K.
Yeah, Rourke.
Yeah, that rings a bell. Yeah.
Absent without leave. That was such a cool surf film, man. Like,
I'm checking that out. Yeah.
I think I have seen that.
It's sick, man. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. It's primo. All right. So as we're wrapping things up, thanks for your time, Blair.
Mate, amazing.
Loved it.
Everyone, check out Knights Point Air. Follow them on Instagram. But yeah, just let us know, what are your plans for the next sort of 3 or 4 months, and what's happening for summer for you, bro? What are your plans? What are you up to?
Well, yeah, I'd like to work on the photo studio, get that sort of moving, and yeah, sort of, I guess we'll be doing tourism, but trying to do it in a good way, and keeping on, man. Like,
well,
yeah,
me and Jolan have been talking forever about coming down,
south.
doing a trip. And like taking some of our Fu Man Swoo crew with us, some of our Patreons. So
we're coming, mate. We're coming one day.
I think Jolan,
we'll look after you. Like, holy shit, yeah.
We're locking in March, Jolan, next year. Before, as the good ones come in.
Let's do it.
So we're locking in March next year, Blairs. So
before the Blaketown Challenge.
Yep. Yeah, and then you start to get some good offshores in March as well. So we're locking it in one weekend. Yep, we're doing it.
Like, well, spring. But anytime you see, like, when those big high pressures start to float around, like, that is the time, and like military strike, we will focus.
Yes.
We'll be able to bring a couple of... We'll be able to bring a couple of quad bikes down too, Blairs, so it'll help us with access and stuff.
Yeah. Like, we need military operational movement.
I'll bring my guitar. I'll bring a few joints, and we'll have a good time.
Yeah, March.
It'll be fucking great.
Put us in the calendar, Blairs. We'll organise some of our Patreons to come with us as well. So,
bring the dream. Bring down Parfit, man.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, Parfit's not a Patreon, but he's a really good mate of mine. Yeah, can I actually tell you a story just before we finish? Can I tell you a Parfit story? Because I was talking to him I'm going surfing with him tomorrow, and I was just talking to him on the phone just before, and I rang him up, and he goes, you know how he talks, he's kind of like real old school Kiwi West Coaster, like, here you go, man, kind of like monotone, right, sometimes. And I go, what are you doing, man? It sounds like you just woke up. He's like, yeah, I'm just sitting on the back deck looking at the sun, thinking about my life, soaking up some D. I was like, what? And then he goes, I go, what happened? He's like, I just a pretty heavy drinking with the family in Martinborough on the weekend. And then he gets
fucking north of Wellington.
Yeah. And then he gets into this random story, right? I don't know how we got it, because we were planning our little surf mission tomorrow, and he goes, "Fuck, that's funny." He goes, "Oh yeah, fucking." I was down in Dunedin once with Lucy, and it was like we were meant to go to Queenstown that morning, and fucking, well, I managed to pull a bit of a swindle, and well, we actually went to Aramoana, and she only worked it out when we got to the beach. So fucking, if anybody knows anything about Aramoana, it's like the complete opposite direction from going to Queenstown.
Yeah.
It's just so funny because, like,
get here?
Yeah, like Lucy's only just cottoned on. His wife has only just cottoned on when they're like driving around the harbour. He's like, yeah, we're just gonna go for a quick surf, love. We gotta. And he called it he goes, yeah, Hodge, that was the Aramoana swindle.
Yeah. He's such a legend. I've got like gnarly about him, but I don't know if we got time for it. Do you want to?
The one where he got pulled out, he got the guy pulled out of the water by the helicopter? Is that the one you're talking about that ended up in the news? I know about that one.
Tell us one story about Parfit.
Tell us a Parfit story. I love Parfit stories.
he was like, I don't know, young student young fella, and night before he got on the piss hard out, and you know, next day pretty shady, got himself a curry, tried to make himself all good, and he'd hooked up with like, you know, the dream boat, and that invited him to come round to to rugby with the family, and he was cheap as fuck, and he, like, yeah, this is a story I know, and he had a cask of wine and Coke. You know, what's that old mix? So he was, yeah, it rocked up there to the family with the, you know, the missus, and he was, yeah, getting stuck into those and watching the All Blacks, and next second the All Blacks scored, and he got all excited and jumped up and shed his stacks, and he's like, fuck, I've done myself a fucking mischief, like exit stage fucking left. So he's just like doodaloo doodaloo off into the bathroom, like, oh fuck, you know, giving himself a full cleanup. And he's like, fuck, what am I gonna do? He's got these shitty boxes. So he's like, fuck, out the back, and launches them over the neighbor's fence. He's like, comes back in, like, you know, back there watching the footy. And he's like, none's the wiser, it's all good. Next minute, there's a fucking knock at the door.
Oh, no.
With his undies, like his boxes on a stick. Like, who the fuck? I can put his hand up. Oh, fuck.
Oh. He put his hand up and said, yeah, that was me. Sorry, team.
Yeah. I'll probably never be. He's like, I'll probably never be part of this ever again. Yeah.
This is like,
but he's
all right, I'm out of here. See you guys. Yeah.
He's got so many.
Oh, man, that guy. The yarns that guy tells me, you bring him for a quick phone call and it turns into like a 20-minute or a half an hour, and he's just going on, and you gotta I gotta go, man. Shut up.
Oi, Hodjo, what we should do to get him through the Patreon loophole is we'll just get him to subscribe for 1 month on the lowest tier, and then boom, he can come down south with us and we'll have a good time. Done.
Him and Blairs will be our guides anyway, Giles. We need guides, so
yes,
Blairs and Jimmy will be guides. Yeah, guides.
Yeah.
We'll put Jimmy as a co-guide.
No, Jimmy will be junior guide and Blairs a senior guide.
Yeah,
that's the way it'll work.
Yeah, we'll all put
yeah.
Yeah, he's a family man.
He's a good family man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck,
one of the best.
Cool.
Like,
no. As soon as I tell him, mate, he'd be straight in. Yep, I'm in. I'm coming.
Yeah. We'll just make sure we give everyone a bit of notice.
It's funny. I was pissed myself laughing on the phone today, just out of the blue. He tells this story about taking Lucy on like a 6-hour detour.
Aramoana.
The Aramoana swindle.
Swindle. It's so good.
Oh, that's gold. Yeah.
I thought, because I said to him, I was like, I thought you were going to say St. Kilda or Blackhead or something. Not fucking Aramoana, which is like an hour out of the city. North.
Didn't even notice. This seemed to be very mountainous.
She didn't cut off for quite a while, Hodge.
This is a windy road. What the fuck?
I didn't know that. I didn't know the route to Queenstown was coastal.
Yeah. You're taking the scenic route, babe.
Oh no. Quality.
Righto, bro.
All right, boys. Thanks so much, everyone.
Thanks, you champion, mate. And we'll do one with you in person when we come down. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I've been living vicariously through you guys, like but yeah, you know, like love to you guys yeah, it was crazy when my mate put me on to you guys and was like listening to these guys, and it was just like, man,
who was that again? Sorry, Blizzard.
Who
put you on?
Really? Fergus Watt.
Fergus.
Yeah,
Watt.
shout outs.
Yeah, shout out Fergus.
Yeah,
Cheers,
he's
Fergie.
bro.
Yeah.
Out in the Solomons.
Out in
Yeah, you got list.
Cheers, Fergs.
Nah,
Yeah, that's
he's a
cool.
proper coach.
Shout out, Fergie. Good man, and the Solomons. Keep listening, brother. That's awesome. Hey, next time you're up in Greymouth for whatever reason, send me a message. We'll go hang out.
I'll come and crash on your couch. Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Easy peasy.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good.
Righto, bro.
Bloody hell.
Right, boys.
Look after yourself.
Catch you later.
Yeah. Lots of love.
See you, bro.
Fu Man Swoo.
Yeah, boy.
Cheers.
Peace.